Best player available. It's a scenario where basically you draft the best player available, whether that is guys that might not even necessarily be at a position of need, or also just getting guys that are positions of need at specific pots in the draft where it's like, hey, that's the best player at that position. Let's get him. Sometimes it's a reach, sometimes it's not. But today we're going to cover it in our latest Raiders mock draft where it's best player available. We did this before free agency kind of set upon us, and now that we're about, 2 weeks before the draft, we got to do it again where, hey, things are locked in. Pro days are largely done. The combine's done. Free agency's done. So now we have a general idea of where teams are going to target in the draft, and hey, it's best player available, and you go from there. So bringing guys in here to our latest mock draft here from the Raiders. It's a 7-round, a high-speed, low drag. Care for position of value is relatively high, as well as drafting for needs is both a little bit high. Randomness is a little bit. So the Raiders at 13. Let's go ahead and enter the draft. So you've got the Bears at 1. Blah, blah, blah. Again, BPA, stick and pick. Let's do it. So number 1. So right off the bat, Dallas Turner, Talise Fuaga went, Quinyon Mitchell. I honestly think a lot of quarterbacks are going to go. I think the Patriots could be a team that go a quarterback. I think that somebody could trade up with the Cardinals, maybe even the Chargers. I do think that the Giants could maybe even go quarterback. But right now, Brock Bowers is BPA. Not necessarily a position of need, and so I really don't think that is what you really want to do. Troy Fontanu, not really good at names anymore, would be a guy that's a lot of fun, and I think he could be a guy that probably, maybe would be a better, like they said, maybe better suited for center or guard, but it is what it is there. I would honestly, if I had, this is because Jerzon Newton, the thing with him is Christian Wilkins is going to be that guy that is that fast penetrator for you, so I don't necessarily see that. J.C. Latham is there, Fashanu. Fashan is more of a left tackle, with his sheer size, and I still love me some Colton Miller. So at this particular spot, I probably, especially since Quinyon Mitchell went, that's tough. I would probably go J.C. Latham here because specifically where he's played and some of his flexibility, I really think he could be be something special. So I'm going to go J.C. Latham here at 13. You've got that right tackle of the future, but those Alabama right tackles, sometimes they can get a little bit dicey. Alex Leatherwood, anybody. But overall, so then you get into the second round. Now, I don't see this happening in any phase. I don't see the Vikings going Bo Nix over a guy like Michael Penix Jr. I just don't think he falls there. But Roman Wilson is also there. Troy Franklin. I read a comment the other day. Somebody said that they probably see them needing to go with quarter or wide receiver in some respect, and I actually kind of agree with that because you got to look at it. Yes, you got guys like Devontae Adams who are an absolute stud. You've got a couple of wide receivers that are studs. I'm really excited to see what happens with Trey Tucker, and you're stacked at wide receiver, but I also think wide receiver wouldn't be something that is out of the realm of possibility for the Raiders here. So, in the second round, Michael Penix Jr. is not making it out of the first round. I don't care what anybody says. When the clock is ticking, draft night is going, it doesn't make it. But, who's going to be there at quarterback otherwise? Spencer Rattler, fine. But for all intents and purposes, but who's the best player available, Colton? Who is the best player available at a position of need? Ruko Rororo is a lot of fun. Jalen Polk, Chris Jenkins. Penix is he's not going to be there, guys. I know what your comment section is going to say. Why would you not go Penix in the second round? Because he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there. Let's be realistic about this thing. And if he was there, I would take him there in a heartbeat. But for now, we're going to go with the fact that we do not think he is going to be there. So y'all can quiet down in the comment section. Now, as for BPA, I think D-line really is... I think I'm going to go Chris Jenkins. I think I got to do it. Chris Jenkins here, I think he's going to be an absolute stud. I think he's that run-stuffing defensive tackle you want. I think he is going to be really, really, really good. And so I think he's that run stuffer, but he's also got upside as learning how to be a pass rusher. So Chris Jenkins, and then also J.C. Latham. J.C. Latham here. You really power up these. You really power up the two here. And so a quarterback, Michael Pratt is there. Yeah, I don't know. Michael Pratt isn't bad, but in the third round here, 22-5. Honestly, do we go quarterback in the third here and then just really see how the board falls with offensive line and all that? You know what? I really like me some Michael Pratt. I also like me some Joe Milton. I'm gonna go Pratt. Pratt in the third round because we need to find the future guy, and whether that is Aiden O'Connell, fine. But this is it is what it is at this point. So linebacker, linebacker. I want a corner too. Like I really want a corner, and I'm having a specific player, Kalen King at 149. I'm gonna bet you he's gonna be there, and right now we're gonna go. We're gonna go ML up coming up out of Notre Dame. I bet you Kalen King's going to be there, and I like me some Kalen King a lot. Yes, he fell to you. So, really, this defense is getting a lot better. Plus, you're into the 6th round. Really haven't traded around a lot or at all, and there's still some quality players here. Dylan McMahon is there. CJ Hansen. Matt Lee. BPA. Cody Schrader, that is BPA, running back. Jalen Green, edge. He's going to be a lot of fun. Schrader. But he's a smaller back. And he's a smaller scat back, too. So, honestly, Zeus, he's a little bit older, too. But, yeah, I'm going to go Cody Schrader. Cody Schrader, now you're back. Tyron Hopper. Let's see. Dylan McMahon. Honestly, Tanner Bortolini, those Wisconsin interior offensive line, they know how to do it. And he's played all over the place. Tanner Bortolini, welcome to the Raiders. And then we're back. So we got offensive line. We've got a lot of things. Who's BPA right here? Okay. Trey Taylor out of Air Force. Honestly, I like me some Trey Taylor. Air Force. We'll do it. Safety help. You love it. Okay. So addressing pretty much every need you have here at BPA, sticking and picking, and really just seeing how the board falls. I think it makes some sense. So they wanted us to go Jane Daniels. There is no way that Jane Daniels is going to be there at 13. That's why we went with Pratt in the 3rd round. There is no way that Michael Penix is going to make it out of the 1st round. I don't care what anybody says. We are here to be realistic, so calm down. All right? So J.C. Latham there, you got your starting right tackle for the future. Chris Jenkins, I think, is going to be that guy. Michael Pratt in the 3rd round, I think makes a lot of sense when you go that route. So you've got your run-stuffing defensive tackle. You've got your right side of your offensive line figured out. Tanner Bortolini will compete. Michael Pratt there in the 3rd round. I think that he is going to be a very toolsy quarterback with some nice touch. I think he's going to compete with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. You can see what comes out of it. And then Luafu coming up out of Notre Dame. That's nasty in the 4th round. Just nasty. Kalen King was considered a 2nd round pick at one point. So Kalen King, I think he's got tremendous length and speed. I love to see it. Cody Schrader coming up out of Mizzou, between him and Zeus, and Amir Abdullah and everybody. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Tanner Bortolini coming up in the 7th round, I think he can play all over the place, and quite frankly, we've had a lot worse offensive line. And then Trey Taylor, the safety, coming up out of Air Force. Again, I understand the comment section is going to be filled with, why didn't you go with Michael Penix in the 2nd round? You guys know why. He's not going to be there. Also, 3rd round, or what was it? 1st round, Michael Penix, and then also, no, it was 1st round was Jane Daniels. 2nd round was Michael Penix. Again, top 4 or 5, probably not going to be there for Jaden Daniels. And then Michael Penix is probably going to be gone anywhere from that 18 to 23 range there if you're the Vikings or any other team, especially with the things that he's done as of late. But hey, this is our best player available for the Las Vegas Raiders after free agency, after pro days, after the combine. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. But overall, let us know what you guys think about our latest Las Vegas Raiders mock draft best player available.